So Kotaku, we talked about this a few days ago, how they were upset that they didn't get a copy of Link, the new Zelda game, the Tears of the Kingdom game, which is coming out here in about, I don't know, a week, 10 days, something like that.
Coming
They
up.
were upset, and they went out and they made a public stink about it over on Twitter, and that the stink has continued as it's gotten
stench.
only more smelly as we go along. There was also a leak of Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and they decided that they were going to go in and just report on all of the leaks and tell you everything that you learned about the game right here. As Player Essence says, Kotaku's senior editor recently complained about being blacklisted by Nintendo of America the pre-release coverage. So in retaliation, they decided to publish leaks from Tears of the Kingdom, unprofessional and insanely petty of them. Clown website with clown editors, which I don't disagree with at all. And then, but this is created a rift, you see, with people, with people, anybody who's going against this, that says Kotaku did this, they're being called Nintendo shills. They're saying for protecting Nintendo, for any sort of backlash against Kotaku for doing this. So. And here we are, and there's obviously a little bit of back and forth that we have here. So that's kind of the situation with this. Adam, you wanted to talk about this today? Fire away.
I think it's hilarious. I mean, they bitch and moan and then do exactly what Nintendo was worried about or cut them off in the first place. Like, no, I mean, you guys, what was it? I think Mark the Cyborg was saying they tried to tell. Kotaku was like, "No, just download the game, just pirate it. Like, who cares?"
Well, they did that with Other M. On Other M's release date, they talked about how you could pirate the game and stream it, and I'm sure that really sat well with Nintendo on the day that their game is released. And this is obviously hitting before the new Tears of the Kingdom is released. Which, once again, you can see they're getting kind of ratioed here in a major way. People are like, yeah, that's not going to work. So I guess Kotaku really doesn't want to leave Nintendo's blacklist, huh? That's the only explanation that I can possibly find for this. But some people are defending Kotaku here. They're saying, like, look, this is just what we do. This is what journalists are supposed to do. When something breaks, you should go out there. So I don't know. I actually see both sides of this. The idea that Kotaku is saying, well, it is news, so we are going to publish it. But I also see the internet's, well, I guess there's multiple sides to this. The internet being like, you're a fucking clown. Why would you do this? Because you're already blacklisted, and Nintendo is just further putting them in the doghouse. So I understand. I think I see all sides of this. But it doesn't make it very smart.
If Kotaku didn't bitch about them being blacklisted and then did this, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the fact that they just bitched about Nintendo not giving them early access to be able to, do their own reporting on a game that's coming out that obviously is a big game that people are excited about. And it's like, that's what makes it shitty on Kotaku's part. Like, if they didn't just try to be like, oh no, like, why? If they just own it, like, yeah, we're going to report on the leaks. Oh, they cut us off. Well, that's because we report on the leaks. Like, that's a different energy, and they're not doing that. They want to do both. Like, you can't blacklist stuff, but we're gonna report on all the leaks and also tell people to basically, screw you as much as possible. It's like, what? It's just entitlement. That's the vibe I'm getting from Kotaku.
You just smell the hypocrisy.
Like a fart.
You do that.
Well, and then
circling back to the farts today. The other day was balls. Today is farts. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
Well, and then we had this, which was
the same level. I'm just saying.
So
it's not balls level farts. Okay.
It's not balls deep.
No. Then we have this. Luke Plunkett
feels forced. Anyway.
Balls.
See, that was more natural. All right. Just saying.
Balls. Then we have Luke Plunkett, who is a senior editor or senior writer at Kotaku. Now, Luke's been doing this for a long time. Luke's been writing for the video game world at pretty much every outlet that there possibly is. I know he's written for Kotaku for a long time, But he tweeted this out, which was quite interesting. And then he quickly deleted it pretty much right after. It says, for the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklist. I'm guessing this is the assumption that you know they're getting blacklisted by everybody. I'm guessing that's kind of the idea.
I don't get it at all.
This reference.
Is he supposed to be the pilot shooting down?
I guess that's the idea.
Fascists.
I'm guessing that's the idea, but I don't know. But so he posted this and then pretty much deleted it.
Chat, do you guys? No, it's not kamikaze because this is some either like a UK or American because he's shooting down Japanese planes and Nazi planes. So like that's the vibe I'm getting, right? So I don't get it.
It was kind of a stretch, which I totally understand why he deleted it.
Oh, he deleted this, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, he tweeted it, then he deleted it. Right after, and it says so. So this is from Flamenco. It says, "Hey Luke Plunkett, why did you delete this tweet after I noticed it sounded like you wanted to kill the ethically Japanese publishers at Nintendo for putting your company in a blacklist?" So I don't think I don't think that's necessarily what he was going for, but it's the internet and people will take it to the next level as always. That is what it is. So, but that's obviously, you can see Bounding into Comics here, which they become a pretty prominent site pretty quick, which is interesting. Again, like I said, I think news sites are, pretty much obsolete at this point because we have Twitter and everything. It just goes up there so quickly. But they say Kotaku journalist Luke Plunkett insinuates a desire for anti-Japanese violence in response to Nintendo denying the outlet a review copy of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, I don't necessarily see that.
I didn't even make that connection, but
right.
Okay.
Right.
Now it's looking a lot worse.
I think it all kind of comes down to the perception that you want to have in a situation like this, where I don't think that's what Luke Plunkett meant. But once again, when you tweet
what did he
like
mean
that,
then, though?
let's
try to like look at it from a perspective of he doesn't want to shoot down Japanese people for crossing him or something.
Maybe he thinks
what could it mean?
He's I don't know, speaking up against bad people.
Jeez, I honestly I can't picture it. I can't figure it out where it doesn't look bad.
I think it only looks worse that he then
deleted it.
He deleted it and then he privated his tweets. So he's nope, all of them. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate that. So you can find more clips on the channel. And of course, come join us live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time for our live Side Scrollers podcast. We would love to see you there.